All right, guys. Hey. It's so late. It's just so late, but still have your tea. You hear that? This is serious. He's had his video out for 4 days, and I didn't even notice this guy was back. Didn't even register it at all. And the thing is, I heard that he was back, but I thought it was another situation where he was on Instagram, like saying something stupid about his lawyer again, or like about some girl, I don't know, whatever. I thought that is what it was, but no, it's a full video, and he deleted the original apology video. He deleted the original apology video. What is this saying? The stream's current bit rate is higher than the recommended bit rate. You're gonna have to deal with it. You're gonna have to figure it out. Anyway, so we're gonna be going through the video because I know nothing. I literally thought that it was some Instagram post. I didn't know that he put out a whole video. And also, okay, I did see a little bit of it, and he's doing his makeup during the video. Like, no care, no disrespect, or like no care and disrespectful. And then two, the reason why I'm doing this video this late at night is because tomorrow I want to talk about Gabby Hanna. I want to talk about Gabby Hanna and her trying to come back and her trying to talk about all of these creators, way too many creators. And so I think I'm going to start tomorrow with Joey Graceffa, because that is tea. Have y'all watched those videos? Have you watched both of them? Because the thing is, okay, I'm not gonna get too into it, but the thing is, I watched Gabby's video first, and I was on her side, and then I watched Joey's. Is all I will say. Okay, so we'll get in that tomorrow. But today we're going through the James Charles video because I'm shook that he's back after like what? Let's see when I put out my first Men in the Media, because that can't have been too long ago. A month ago was when he like had the whole lawsuit thing with his producer. And then 3 months ago. Still, 3 months ago was when he put out the other video. I don't think he's learned anything. I don't believe it. Okay, let me find it. And let me switch accounts. Let me switch accounts. We don't want your ads. I bet he has ads on. So currently, this video called An Open Conversation has 3.7 million views. Let's see how many likes. Oh, hey, it has 197,000 likes and 91,000 dislikes. I'm just gonna go ahead and dislike it because I really don't care about what you have to say in any form or fashion. So, oh my gosh! The artist journey. Thank you for a super chat. I'm crying. Sorry, let me not break the. Oh, what do I do? Hold on. Where's my marker? How am I not prepared for this? Give me 3 seconds. Alea, where's the marker? This is so unprofessional. Oh my gosh. Hello? Did I lose it? Give me 3 seconds. This is serious. Okay, I found it. Thank you so much for the super chat. Wow, let me not break y'all's ears. Wow. How do I open this? Open up. I just want you to know, Artist Journey, even though you're not the first person to be on here, you're the first non-family member. Just like, oh, okay. I'm putting your name on here. I'm spelling Journey right? Yes, dude. It's on there. Thank you so much. Okay, that was serious. This was a serious moment. Everything had to be paused. Everything. I'm not gonna cry. Nope, not gonna happen. Go right there. Okay, what were we talking about? We're talking about James Charles. Okay, so let me get it up because he has 197,000 likes and 91,000 dislikes. And I'm already disliking it because I really don't care about what he has to say, but like also here I am, you know? Like I'm still gonna talk about it because it's just, should I even go through this? This is video number 3 I'm making on this guy, on this technically alleged, you know what, never mind. I'm not even gonna get into it.
Sisters, James Charles here and welcome back.
All right, let's just get started.
To my YouTube channel. First of all, wow, it feels so weird to say those words out loud. Oh my gosh, it has been a really, really long time since I've been down here in the makeup studio, but it feels really good to be sitting here today. I have missed you guys more than you could ever imagine. I hope
we did not miss you.
Summer. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a very happy and beautiful Pride Month. It kind of feels like the world is finally getting back to normal with all the vaccines and stuff. I got both my shots over the past couple of weeks, which has been amazing.
I'm just happy. I'm just happy that he didn't come. Oh, I'm being real bad. I'm having candy and coffee at 10 at night. I'm just happy he didn't come back during Pride Month and try to like take the shine because skirt.
There's a lot of beautiful things happening in the world right now, and I'm really looking forward to catching up with you guys today. As you know, over the past couple of months, I have been offline. A video which was holding myself accountable, I felt as though it was really, really important for me to actually hold myself accountable and take a major, major step away and do a lot of work behind the scenes until I was ready to come back.
Okay, I do want to make a point about this, about when YouTubers get into trouble or get into a scandal. Like let's talk about Logan Paul for a second. Do y'all remember Logan Paul, the 2017 Not Alive Forest? And how he actually took accountability. And I remember even back then, I was like, oh, I don't like Logan Paul. Logan Paul is trash. And I mean, he still is, like as of like objectively he is, but the way that he actually took accountability and he made an entire video about Not Alive awareness, that like I know that he stepped away, but he also, see what I'm saying? He stepped away, but he also gave it a platform in a way. Like he also like, what am I trying to say, guys? Like he stepped away and he learned from it, and he also was able to teach. There we go. That's the words. You know? So yeah, what's his name is, oh, are we having problems? YouTube is not receiving enough to maintain a smooth stream. Let me know if we're having some stream problems, okay? Anyways, if you take a step back, right? You need to show it. Even though like I know you've said that you're not going to post any videos, we need to see that in a way. And I need you to let me know if he has done that, because I don't keep up with James Charles in any way. What I know is what I've seen on like other drama channels, and I feel like other drama channels would also like have mentioned the things that he's done to be better. And I think that she's just only stepped away. I've heard that he's been on vacations, all this stuff. You can't, like, how do we know that you've learned? Well, I know that Logan Paul learned. He's still trash, but not as trash as Jake Paul. You know? Anyways, let's keep going. Oh, we have a comment. Honestly, he seemed like he was sorry, but I feel he should have taken a longer break. Well, we'll see. Let me watch the video. Let me, you know.
And the last 3.5 months now, I'm not going to lie to you guys, have been really weird. I've been doing social media for almost 6 years now, which is wild to think about, but I've really never taken a long break to just be away and work on myself. So this time was definitely different for me, but I also feel as though this has been some of the most important months in my entire life in terms of personal growth and self-reflection, and I'm really looking forward to talking to you guys a lot about that in today's video. I really want this today to just be a super, super honest, raw, unfiltered, sit down conversation between myself and anybody else who wants to listen. There's a lot that I want to talk about in today's video. I have a lot of positive topics, but I also think it would be ridiculous and irresponsible to try to just come back to social media and pretend like nothing happened.
That's very true. So we appreciate that.
So I do also have some pretty serious topics to discuss in today's video as well, being what happened a couple of months ago. I want to clarify some things that didn't happen a couple of months ago and everything that happened after I posted my video, but more importantly, talk a lot about the realizations that I've come to behind the scenes, the conversations that I've been having with myself, my friends, my family, peers, business colleagues, and professionals to really come to terms with a lot of different issues that I have been ignoring for quite a while now. And once again, just talk a lot about the growth and hopefully be able to not move on from the situation, because I don't think that that's the appropriate language to use, but hopefully move forward. And I really hope that you guys will choose to join me in this conversation. For today's video, I really want to get ready together for a few different reasons. One being I miss doing makeup so much, and I really want to do a pretty look in today's video. But also two, when I posted my last video, one of the biggest pieces of feedback that I got was that it felt really, really ingenuine and scripted. And that really, really sucks, because that video was not scripted, but
it was planned out.
I'm really bad at just sitting down in front of a camera and talking. So by the time that I, got the sentence out that I was imagining in my head after 8 different...
But it was planned out. There was some type of, like, what's it called? There was still some type of outline. And that's okay. Like, just be honest. Like, there's no way you just got everything from your brain. There's no way. Like, what I'm doing right now is everything from my brain, and we struggle, okay? Maybe not, like, you know what? Let me not compare.
And I think that we can all agree that that last video was definitely not a great one. It was a miss. And that really sucks.
It wasn't you know what? Never mind. It was.
It was obviously really embarrassing to talk about that in front of the entire world, but I really wanted to apologize to the people affected and also hold myself accountable for the role that I did play. And I feel like a lot of the points, a lot of what I was trying to talk about,
he talks real slow.
The tone and the delivery. And I really don't want that to be the case with today's video. I do recognize that a chit chat, get ready with me might not feel like the most appropriate format for a serious conversation. I hear you 1,000,000%. For me, makeup is like my art form, it's my therapy, it helps me calm down and reduce my anxiety. So my goal is to hopefully be able to create a beautiful look by the end of this video while also having a really serious conversation with you guys that I think is important, so my brain won't be too distracted and running 1,000,000 miles an hour and tripping me up over my words. I hope that makes sense. I don't want to undermine the severity of the topics in any way, shape, or form. I think this will be the best way to go about just talking about a lot of different things together, and that being said, I think we should just go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so I'm just going to get started on my makeup routine. This is definitely not going to be a tutorial. Like I said, I do want to have a conversation throughout the video today, and I definitely think
I don't like that. I don't like this format of, like, doing your makeup while talking about a serious topic. Like, I don't know. I don't, what do y'all think? Like, do y'all think it's okay? It's okay for him to do his makeup while talking about a serious topic like this? Like, I feel like, what am I trying to say? I feel like it takes away from it a little bit. Like, I feel like it like brings its seriousness level down. Like, we'll see.
Over once again everything that happened a couple of months ago and clarifying a lot of stuff that's happened after I posted my last video and what people have been saying, answering some questions, and talking about the growth and everything that I've been working on for the past couple of months behind the scenes.
I do want to know what he's
doing.
doing.
You guys know I posted my Holding Myself Accountable video, and in that video talked about how basically 2 guys had come forward with stories on social media about how I had inappropriate contact with them when they were under the age of 18. Now, when this was all going on, my first reaction was to be super upset because I did mention in that video that they had lied to me about their age and that I absolutely did not groom them. And my first reaction was to post a no more lifestyle video debunking everything and fighting back and everything.
But you did know. Like, you literally, that's why it's so like suspicious a little bit. Like, why did you take down the other video? Because I think that it's because people, one, pointed out that he admitted to 2 of the allegations. And then he also explained it away by saying that he was desperate. It's very interesting. But, so it's just kind of like, Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
And then I really had to sit down and reflect and look back at myself and my actions and
Like, why am I watching this video?
I really realized that at the end of the day, as the adult and the person with the platform, it was 1000% my responsibility to be doing my due diligence and checking into the people that I was speaking to, and I failed to do that. And that really, really sucks, and that's why I uploaded that video, because I felt as though it was really important for me to hold myself accountable, give people an explanation as to what went down, and most importantly, apologize to the people that were actually affected by my actions. One of the responses that I saw quite a lot on social media and in the comments—
I'm really distracted by his makeup. See, that's the thing. That's what's making me so mad about this. That does not match your skin color. You're not that tan. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now I'm distracted, and it's like I feel like he's using that against me now. This isn't fair. I can't even pay attention to what he's saying.
A lot of people felt like I felt like this is just another James Charles scandal that I could easily move on from like nothing ever happened. And I really feel as though it's important for me to just address right away that that is absolutely not the case in any way, shape, or form, and that could not be further from the truth. First of all, I feel like calling this a scandal in the first place is just not an appropriate word to be using with this
Okay, what's the words that we should use?
There's no denying that I've been in my fair share of scandals online, but using that word with this situation just feels really, really wrong. And it really feels like it's making light of what actually happened, and I don't want to do that. I definitely have not been taking this lightly. If I thought that this was just some stupid scandal that I can move on from, I would not have uploaded my last video, and I would be posting on social media.
Yeah, this is serious. Like, I hope you understand that it's serious.
Worst, but most important wake-up call of my entire life for a lot of different reasons. And
yeah, like, don't use TikTok. That's so funny. Don't use TikTok as a dating app. Don't use TikTok as a dating app. Like, okay, so I recently saw a TikTok of a guy saying, like, stop using dating apps, especially people of color, because they are using that against you, and they want you to pay money so you'll have a better chance of finding love. But like white people, you don't even have to pay for it, and you'll be able to find a person. But people of color, it's a little bit harder, so they do that on purpose. You'll spend more money. So just use TikTok as a dating app, because TikTok algorithm is amazing. So if you post a lot of videos and you see people on there that are commenting, like if you see the same person commenting every time on your post, you can DM them and be like, hey, how old are you? Blah, 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 blah. Talk to them, get to know them, and you got someone in common, right? And I feel like that makes sense there. Like that makes sense in where like a person is it's a smaller content creator. If it's like, oh, I have 100 subscribers, or I have 100 followers, and one person keeps commenting, that makes more sense. But I feel like as a person that has 26 million people behind them, and most of them being children, I don't think that you should have used social media as a dating platform or trying to find a significant other, because that there's there's a probability that it'll be most likely a child. You see what I'm saying? It's stressful out here. Okay.
By far the most embarrassing thing to ever happen to me. I mean, if you guys have been following for a while now, you all know what happened in 2019. I'm definitely not going to get into that, but when that all happened, I was accused of something that I did not do, and I was able to prove it all wrong, but I did recognize that I needed to make changes, and I uploaded a video making a lot of promises to my audience and to the public that I was going to work on myself behind the scenes, and I did. I spent 2 years changing my behavior, changing the way that I went about dating and flirting with guys. I worked on rebuilding my brand.
Yeah, you really shouldn't have coffee at 10 p.m. Just putting that out there.
Presence. And now, 2 years later, that this is happening again, even though the situations are not connected, even though it's a different thing, it really looks as though I have made no progress. I haven't listened. I haven't learned, and that sucks so
just a tiny bit.
Just
like,
okay.
Okay.
I feel like I let down my.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good. Because just a little bit, just a tiny bit. It looks like you didn't make any progress.
myself. I feel like I let down my team,
just a little
my
bit.
friends, my followers, everybody who has been by my side supporting me and even defending me over the past 2 years from everything that went down beforehand. I now feel as though I have made to look stupid, and that is quite literally the most crushing, embarrassing feeling in the entire world.
Sorry.
And I said it in my last video, but I will say it again to everybody close to me, to all my friends, my family, my fans. I am so sorry for disappointing you guys and letting you down once again.
But I'm not your
as
fan,
scary as
so.
it is to think about, I've also come to terms with the fact that this isn't just something that I can move on from. I am aware that, you know, no matter what I say in this video or 10 videos down the line or a year's worth of videos down the line, these stories and accusations are going to follow me for the rest of my life and the rest of my career. And that sucks so much. It's not even funny. And it's so horrifying and embarrassing. But at the end of the day, it's my own fault and my own responsibility to, you know, take accountability for what I did. I want to be held accountable for what I did do. And all I can hope is that whether it be, you know, weeks, months, years down the line, I'm able to showcase my growth and the person that I really am. Now, like I said, obviously I have absolutely no problem holding myself accountable for things that I did do, but I also do think as creators, or not even really creators, as human beings, we should also be able to defend ourselves on things that we didn't do. Now, when I posted my last video holding myself accountable, I mentioned that I was going to be taking a break from social media for a while and wouldn't be responding to anything. And quite a lot of people took advantage of my time away and really ran wild with all sorts of stories and videos and allegations that made this situation
You weren't going to post anything?
Worse. I do want to take some time in this video today to just shed some light and further information on some stories, you know, that either did or did not happen.
I feel like you posted something
on social media while I was gone, because I think it's really important that you guys have the full picture of what actually went down. There was basically one drama channel on Twitter that started a thread and started compiling a list of anybody that said literally anything about me on social media. And after what felt like weeks of somebody new coming forward every single day, it eventually became the 20 victims of James Charles.
Right. That is true to an extent. Like, I mean, that is true, but you also you can't dismiss. So yeah, there will be some people that are just wanting the clout and being like, James Charles did something to me. He did it. Me, yes, it was me. But there's also like concrete evidence that I've seen. Like I've seen some texts that I'm not going to talk about where I'm like, you're being a little bit aggressive there. That child definitely said that he was a child, and you were like, So it just kind of okay.
I'm not going to go through this list one by one because I know
you have to like
nobody wants
remember
sit
both
here for an
sides.
hour listening to me talk about this, but I do feel as though I have to say something because I am just not comfortable with this video or really any video moving forward allowing anybody, let alone my followers, to think that there are any victims of James Charles, let alone 20
I have to pause again. I just need y'all to know that this is the most distracting thing for me. I cannot focus. It's so hard for me to focus on what he's saying when he's doing his makeup because I'm also like looking at his makeup and like trying to commentate and also listen to what he's saying, and that is rough. It's rough.
James Charles, because that is completely, unequivocally not true. Now, when I say that literally anything and everything was being added to this list, I really do mean anything and everything. There were a few different influencers from TikTok that slid into my DMs or I slid into their DMs and had a 5-minute conversation with them until asking their age or sexuality and then completely stopped responding. There were guys that I matched with on Tinder.
I don't have anything against that.
And they had their ages set to 18 or 19, so I talked to them and flirted with them for a while because that's the whole point of an adult dating
That's
app,
allowed.
I realized that they were lying, so I blocked them.
Yeah.
And
Oh, okay, then there's that.
One of my own friends is on that list simply because we filmed a TikTok together when he was 18, and the drama channel that was posting this just decided that I groomed him. You know, there's a guy from my high school on that list because he made a video about me, and as annoying as it was, at least in his video, he fully said that it was completely consensual, that we were both grown adults, and that he was only posting it for clout. I can at least appreciate the honesty, but the problem is when it was reported on Twitter, it was a fan comes forward about James Charles forcing him to do blah, 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 which is just so far from what was even said by the person that actually made the video in the first place. But the worst part about all of this is that on top of all of those situations, there were countless videos posted that were completely fake. I'm not talking about somebody unsent a message or somebody took something.
I did get a little bit of spoiler for this video, and that he just kind of blames people for the rest of this. Now I know people are gonna be like, well, he's sticking it for himself. That's fine. That's not the point. He does move on, and he like for the rest of the video, he only talks about drama channels, which I'm like, all right. But I think the problem that people have is that it happens so many times, one, and two, you're such a big creator, and I hope that I guess for the third time, I'm not giving you a chance. I don't care. I'm not subscribed to him. I don't I didn't know he was back until Adam McIntyre had a video come out today, and I was like, oh snap, let me get on this. The words that I'm trying to say are words. Something about James Charles. See? The problem that we have is that it's happened so many times, right? And you're such a big creator to the point where if you're going to talk to somebody, you need to have some debriefing. It can't get to the point where you've already had like sexual conversation with them, sent them nudes, da 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 da, and then they're like, I feel uncomfortable now. I'm actually 16. I thought this was gonna go somewhere else. And then you have to be like, what the heck, dude? I thought you were 18. You lied to me. And it's like, it's hard to blame a 16-year-old because they've only been alive 16 years and they don't know how, like they think that at 16, remember yourself at 16 and how anything could have ended the world for you. It's just everything was like, oh, and if you get any type of attention from anyone, you're like, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me in my whole life of 16 years, And so, and then when it gets to the point where it's too far and you have that voice in your head and you're like, okay, maybe I need to back off and be like, okay, I'm actually 16. And then he gets mad at you, this 21-year-old or 22-year-old, I don't remember how old he is. I keep forgetting. 21, 22-year-old gets mad at you and you're like, I don't know what to do. End it. James, you have to be like, okay, if I'm going to meet someone, first of all, they need to be at the same economic level as me, same type of fame as me, or some type of debriefing. Like, I need to see IDs. Like, this is my career. This is my life. This is my life. Like, I don't care about some guy, getting into some type of relationship. My career comes before some person I don't even know, like some stranger. You know what I mean? My reputation comes before some stranger. That reminds me, when my sister was watching Simone Biles' documentary that's on Facebook. The one, you know what I'm talking about? Facebook. And there was a scene where Simone was sick and she had to take Tylenol and she needed Tylenol. But she literally called her coach and was like, is it okay if I take Tylenol? Because she knows better. She knows that the Olympics will drug test her. So they don't know. There could be some secret thing in Tylenol that could get her cut in a second. So she was like, coach, is it okay if I take Tylenol? And the coach literally had her read every ingredient in Tylenol to see if it was okay. She didn't just take it naively. You know what I mean? Because she knows better. James, read all the ingredients. Make sure. Age. What are you? What is this? Who are you? Does your name match the birth certificate? And you should just be at the same level of fame as me. So it's not like a fan. Power dynamics. It's not a fan that likes me. It's a coworker. Not a coworker, but you know what I'm saying, okay? That's what we're trying to get across to you. You messed up. I don't know what else I don't know. See, me being 16. See, like, it's just life, man. At 16 is like everything's gray. Like that. Everything is just like, and then, man, okay, artist journey, please. You're 16. Enjoy life. You think that you want to grow up? Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't turn 17. Don't do it. Like, I don't care. Skip the day. Skip the birthday. Live your life. Don't worry about grades. Grades do matter because you have to go to college if you do want to go to college. Let me stop giving you advice. But also, the relationships you make with your friends and family mean 110% more than your grades. And I didn't learn that until junior year of college. And I have one more year of senior year. Just please. Okay, that's it. That's the end of my advice. Anyways, James, do I even want to watch the rest of this? Let me know. Is it worth it? Is it worth listening to the rest of this? Okay, let's keep going. Is it worth it? Okay.
of context. I'm talking about conversations that fully never happened, that were edited from beginning to end. Now, to be fair, there were several other drama channels and even news outlets and reporters that were calling out this person for knowingly posting fake stories and information time and time and time again, and I am really, really appreciative of that. But the problem is, we are such a headline-driven society that people don't see that information being corrected or, being taken down. All they see is that initial headline, which literally said the 20 victims of James Charles, and that's the information that sticks with them. When more and more things were being added to this list, the one response that I saw over and over and over again was that there's a pattern here. James keeps saying that he's the victim. He keeps saying that these people are lying to him or taking advantage of him. All these people can't be working together, and where there's smoke, there's fire, so obviously something is going on. And I 1,000,000% understand exactly why people are saying that, because if I was on the outside, I'd be saying the same exact thing.
Yeah,
it looks
that's
so
what I'm saying.
Suspicious.
It looks suspicious.
I kept thinking, why does this keep happening to me? What am I doing wrong? Why can't I just find somebody who likes me for me? But I finally realized, and like I talked about in my last video, I was allowing myself to be so easily accessible to literally anyone to give me attention and have a conversation for 5 minutes, because I was so delusional in thinking that the conversation can't hurt. Maybe it'll actually lead to me finding, the one.
Like, who is on your manager team? Who is on your management team? You have been famous since 16, and you didn't learn this until 21. I'm gonna find his age. I gotta find it. I can't keep messing up his age. James Dickinson. James. What is your age? What are you? Load. 22. You are 22. You just learned this at 22 and you've been famous since 16. Who is on your management team to be like, you cannot just date anyone. You cannot just date the first person you look at that looks at you. That makes me so mad.
That does make sense. If you talk to more people, I guess it
makes me so mad.
Being able to find a potential partner, but at the same time, I wasn't realizing that also increases my chances of finding somebody not
6
great
years
that doesn't want to help me for the right reasons,
gosh.
and that might lie or take advantage of me. And that is nobody's fault other than my own. That being said, though, there is a second pattern that's happening here that I really do feel like a lot of people are seeing, and I feel as though it's important for me to point out. And that pattern is that if you make a video about me, your experience dating or talking to me, whatever it may be, whether it's completely real or completely fake, it will go viral on social media. Now, I am not saying that to boost my own ego and beat my chest and act like I am so important and so famous. It really is just the reality of the situation. If you look at the people's profiles who have posted this content, all of their videos have 1,000 views, 2,000 views, maybe 10,000, but then all of a sudden, my experience with James Charles, whether it be completely real or completely fake, has 6 million views. And at this point, it's literally become a trend to post screenshots of conversations, not just with me, but with everybody. And at this point, dare I even say, like, a meme to post your experience.
That reminds me of the people that don't catch the bag. This thing I'm about to say is a completely different thing, separate from James Charles. So, do you know Spencer from iCarly? You know what I'm talking about, right? I'm expecting you to respond as if you're there. You're not there. Spencer from iCarly. He was apparently on Tinder, right? And he matched with this girl. And she literally, so dumb. She posted it on TikTok and Twitter. And she's like, Spencer from iCarly's on Tinder. Why didn't you catch the bag? You wanted likes so bad that you couldn't just catch the bag. Millionaire. Easy. Millionaire. It makes me so mad. And who was it? There was another one. It was like some basketball, like some famous basketball player that slid into some girl's DM. TikTok. He is not and the TikTok obviously went viral. Like both the TikToks went viral. You didn't catch the bag. Now that you expect me to talk to you. You are obviously using me for fame. I actually really liked your content, or I just liked you, and you went posted all over the place. That's so funny. If somebody famous talks to you and you are of age and it just doesn't go wrong and they're not James Charles, can you catch the bag? Okay, thanks. All right, let's continue.
To James Charles. Now, once again, I recognize that this is my own fault. I wish more than anything I could go back in time and stop myself from making all those jokes about straight guys years ago and talking about dating and how I was single and how I wanted a boyfriend so badly. Like, I
That
wish
was
more
rough.
than anything that I kept that private. Unfortunately, at
For
this point,
real.
there's nothing that I can do about that other than just be better moving forward.
That was
But at
rough.
the same
That was rough when he would be like, I really like straight guys. I want to go after straight men. And they're like, we're straight. Like, yeah, we're straight.
time, I'm still a human being that deserves privacy and respect like everybody else. You know, it's one thing to have a super innocent and casual 5-minute conversation with somebody on Instagram DMs or a dating app, and then to scroll on your For You page an hour later and see every single message that was sent. It already feels really, really violating and dehumanizing, but at the same time, once again, it's my own fault.
I'm gonna look up something real quick.
And that's just what happens with having a platform. But now we've gotten to a point where people are completely faking conversations from beginning to end that contain incriminating content, and they're going really, really viral, and nobody thinks twice about them or knows what to believe. And that's what's so horrifying about this trend.
Trying to see how many followers he has on
This, I think
Instagram.
it's really important for me to clarify as well.
Oh my gosh. How are you able to get every single one of your subscribers to follow you on Instagram? He has more followers on Instagram than YouTube. He has 25.9 million followers on Instagram and 25.1 million subscribers on YouTube. How are you able to get every single one of them to follow you? Follow me on Instagram. Put Woodley in. I need to post more. I know. I need to post. I need to post more frequently. Excuse me? I thought it was gonna be like. I really thought it was gonna be like 3 million. So that's so much. That's so many. I'm trying to think of another person that could have 25 million. Let me look. I don't know why Lana Del Rey came into my head, but she's in my head now for some reason. Lana Del Rey, how many subscribers do you have? I mean, followers. Load, 19.8 million. I don't think she slides into people's DMs at 19.8. Anderson .Paak, I don't think Anderson .Paak has that much people. For sure doesn't. 2.5 million. I haven't heard anything about him just sliding to fans' DMs and just having a 5-minute conversation. Beyonce. I mean, she does have a whole husband, but you know. Beyonce. Oh my gosh, Beyonce. 191 million followers. You know what? I can't be this famous. Please don't make me this famous. Like, please.
All that and no.
Let's talk about that. 191 million. That is nearly that's nearly 2/3 of the American population. Anyways, whoa.
Am I trying to invalidate victims or victim blame?
But she's
or
Beyonce.
Myself
so.
Either. When I posted my last video, I recognized that although I was not guilty of what I was being accused of, I was not innocent in general and did need to make a lot of changes and apologize moving forward. So I'm not trying to invalidate any of those people, but at the same time, you can't be a victim of something that did not happen. And with all these people making completely fake conversations and screenshots and posting videos of a 5-minute conversation just to get attention and clout and likes and go viral on social media to add to this crazy narrative, all it does is discredit and disrespect the people that were actually affected in the first place, and it waters down the
Are you admitting that there was people affected? Are you admitting that there's people affected? And also, he does make a point. When I think of this situation, it reminds me of Jussie Smollett. You know, the guy that faked a whole hate crime. He was an actor on the show called Empire. And apparently he wasn't getting paid enough, and he thought that he would get the sympathy vote or something and get paid more if he faked a hate crime. And then now he's just completely canceled. Like, who even is Jussie Smollett? Well, who is he? And so the thing is, he faked it. He faked a hate crime. Like, he pretended that he hired 2 guys to be homophobic and racist to him, to beat him up, right? And now when actual hate crimes happen, people are gonna be like, I don't believe you because of the situation that I know of. Like, don't do that. Don't. You know?
Of the issue,
faked a whole hate crime.
But it also discourages people from being able to come forward in the future, because when it's so easy to Photoshop and edit these conversations from beginning to end, nobody's going to know what to believe. And that is a really, really dangerous situation. The last thing that I kind of want to talk about is that I know when I upload this video, there's going to be a lot of people that say, okay, cool, James, you said this before, so where's your receipts and your screenshots to back it up? And that's totally valid, but I'm going to let you guys know right now that I am not going to be including any in today's video. And I could sit here and say that that is because I'm trying to be the bigger person and grow and not get involved in tea or drama anymore, and that would be true, but the real reason why I'm not including screenshots in today's video is because I don't have them. I know that I kind of became like known for that after No More Lies, but that was such a different situation where I
Drink. He mentioned No More Lies. But I do admit that No More Lies was a well done video. That's the only thing I could say that's the only thing I can say now about No More Lies, is that it was a well done video because he had receipts to back up everything. He was like skirt, 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 and skirt, skirt, and pay back to you. You know, I wonder how many subscribers Tati has, because she was like above a number. Her name is not even coming up. I gotta put her last name. Oof. She lost 2 million subscribers. Oh, she still posts? I thought she was done.
Guys, welcome
Stop. I don't care. Oh, she still posts? Hold on. What? Okay. I guess so, yeah. Hey, come do what you gotta do. But she was at 10 million. I wonder if they took back her her diamond plaque. That'd be funny.
I had months and months worth of texts and DMs that I could super easily pull together a timeline and prove my innocence.
But you should.
In these situations,
you should've.
for the ones that were real at least, these interactions lasted for 5 minutes, an hour, a few days at maximum, and I just wasn't sitting there taking photos of everything that was being said.
Oh,
you know, I do
that
have
makes
some
sense.
receipts that I definitely think would help, but I'm also going to be honest and say that there's several situations that I don't have any sort of receipts for, especially not the conversations that were completely fake, and I really don't want to leave anything on the table. You know, no matter what sort of receipts or screenshots or proof that I include or share online, there's always going to be a group of people that refuse to believe it because the narrative and the drama and the tea is simply more fun and more entertaining.
Oh, wait.
And that
No,
really,
I don't
really
believe because I don't.
sucks. But, you know, I know the
I have
person
seen
that
the
I
evidence.
am. I know what I've done. I know what I have not done. And I know what I need to work on. And all I can hope is that there will always be people out there who are willing to let other human beings learn and grow from their mistakes. And I just really look forward to hopefully showing that in the future. You know, speaking of learning and growing, the last thing that I just
The next thing, is it still worth watching the rest? The thing is, because being a person of color, when it comes to people of no color, sometimes I'm just like, you're going to be okay. It doesn't even matter what he does. It doesn't matter what he says in this video. It doesn't matter what he does in the future. It doesn't matter what he's done in the past. He's going to be okay because he's a white man. With money. So it's fine. Like, you're going to be okay. If it was literally any black creator that had these allegations, they would have been done. It would have been a wrap. So it's just like, it's so crazy that it's happened so many times and he's had these so many allegations, because as a black person, you're constantly looking behind your back. You're constantly, you see how I lose my thought as I talk? That's so weird, right? I need to get checked. Anyways, you're constantly looking behind your back and constantly like rereading your text and all this stuff because you know it can always be used against you. That's always a thing. That's built in us. We're taught to be like, you gotta always watch your back. So it's like with white people, it's like you don't have to. Like you just live. You know, you get to just live. And then when something does happen, it's like, I'm confused. I thought I was just allowed to live. And it's like, no, you gotta like care and like, let me not get too much into it, guys. Sorry. But it's just like, you know, that's why I don't care about this guy. Like, I don't care about what happens, and it doesn't matter what happens because he's going to be okay. I wouldn't be okay. I would be done.
Before we move on to a more lighthearted subject, I would love to just take a few minutes of your guys' time and talk a little bit about the progress that I made and the conclusion that I have come to over the past couple of months, because I promised that I would do that in my last video, and I feel like I owe it to you guys. Whenever anybody apologizes, personally, I always think it's really important to not only apologize, but also to be able to explain that you understand how what you did was wrong and why it affected somebody and how you're not going to do it again in the future. So when I uploaded my last video, I talked a lot about how I was desperate and coming to terms with that. And looking back now, that was not the right word to use. It became quite a meme and a trend online, and I totally understand why. That was not supposed to be an excuse for...
Yeah, man. Maybe it wasn't scripted. Because he really said the reason why I went after all these people, all these kids, I mean, is because I'm desperate. You have money. You can literally have any person that is 22 and older.
Happened at all. I was simply
How old is he again? Yeah, 22, May 23rd. So recently.
I finally understood why I kept getting into this position over and over and over again, and how it was...
He's less than a month older than me.
Nobody else is. I really was convinced that I was...
James, he's less than a month older than me. Hi, I'm a beauty guru. Please, can I have 25 million subscribers? Actually, no. Can I have like 1 million subscribers? Woo, thank you. Please. Like, come on. So crazy.
I was able to live this like,
whoa, man,
Hannah Montana double life fantasy.
I mean,
where I could be
he's
James
a year
Charles,
and a month
the
older
internet
than me.
persona, beauty guru during the day, but then later on, I could wipe my makeup off, get in normal clothes, and talk to people on Instagram DMs or on a dating app, or even hang out with somebody and have them see me as James Dickinson. And looking back now, I am so angry with myself that I was ever this delusional to think that it was possible. It's a lovely thought and a lovely idea, but the reality is they're the same person. And until I gave somebody the opportunity and the time to get to know me and my heart and my soul, they were always going to see me as James Charles.
Yeah.
Because that's what I put out there on my platform to millions and millions of people.
Exactly.
And I just wasn't...
That's a part of you.
But now I finally do.
It took you too long. You don't have a good PR team. That took you too long. Like, you have to understand, that is why... Like, when I'm on here, I understand that is still a part of me. This isn't just, and it's online. Like, it's up forever. Like, this is it. Like, and it's live. It's there forever. You can't delete something and get away with it. So it's a part of you. Like, things, like people bring up the subjects that I talk about. So yeah, he just turned 22, thanks. People bring up the subjects that I talk about on YouTube to me in real life. It's not just like I'm talking about James Charles. That's it. I don't even know what you're talking about. And then someone's like, oh, let's talk about James Charles. I'd be like, I don't know who you're talking about. What are you talking about? And they'd be like, you talked about it on your YouTube. And I'd be like, I have a YouTube channel? What do you... that's not me. That's somebody else. Like that's you, dude. Like, you can't just separate those two. So like, you are a famous person that will always be a part of you. That will always, people will always have the perception. It's like me being like, okay, hey, I'm here. Like, I'm in a group of people and I have to be like, just see me as a Leia. I am not a Black woman. And they'll be like, okay. Like, it's like, okay. Like, that's it's still a part of me. It's still something like I'm affected by it every day and like stuff like that. And I can't just be like, I see no color. Like, it's like that. I see no color. Like, being a part of YouTube is a part of you. It's every day. Vibes, get it together.
Last video, I mentioned that moving forward, I was going to be asking every single person that I spoke to for IDs. Make sure that this never, ever
Period.
But
Birth certificate.
That's already something that I've been doing and has been working great. But it's
oh my gosh, you're still looking for people? Bro, I thought you were taking 3 months off. Like, be single. You need to learn how to be single and love and be like content. That's where I'm at right now. Oh my gosh. Did you see that just now? Oh my gosh. It's so, I just got tired about thinking about being in a relationship. It's just so much work. Oh my gosh. You have to like talk to them and like be like, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Like, I'm so horrible. Like, I want to do that with my friends because I already know them. I already care about them. And my family, like, I already know them. I already care about them. And then you have to get like a third relationship because like your family relationship, your friend relationship, those are two different things. Then you have to get a third one to care about. Ugh, you need to be content with yourself and then that's the fourth relationship. The relationship with yourself. So I have to manage 4 different relationships. James, you gotta learn to be by yourself. Come on.
That I need to be doing so much more to protect myself and my brand and my privacy and safety, most importantly.
Yeah, man.
And these are all things that I've learned from making mistakes. Everything that
Too
I've
many,
learned
though.
about dating in terms of protecting myself and red flags to look out for has been through experiencing something and not wanting that to happen again. I got called out for flirting with straight guys, so I stopped allowing myself to be a science experiment. I've been on dates before where guys have tried to take pictures of me on the DL, so it's now gotten to a point where a lot of times when somebody comes over, I'll ask them to leave their phone at the front door. I've even been in situations where I had a guy over and I asked him to leave because he made me uncomfortable and he hit me, which was horrifying. But I learned from that and I now never have anybody over without my roommates being home. God forbid anything happens. Now, I'm not bringing any of that up to ask for sympathy or act like woe is me. Once again, I recognize it.
I always do that. Separating the situation that he's been in, that is so horrible. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Dang. Leave your phone at the front door. I'm way too famous. You're not going to take a picture of my room. I already have that mentality. That's the thing. I already have that mentality. I am famous. I already have 3 million subscribers. 3 million. That's a word. That's a number, I mean. 3 million subscribers. I already have that much, so. Yeah, you can't just bring a camera into the studio. You have to get clearance. You have to get clearance and like you have to reserve weeks, months in advance to get into the studio. Like I have people in and out. If you want to be a special guest, you have to there's a debriefing, there's a resume to get on the show, Oh my gosh.
Type of things can happen when you have a platform. It's up to me to protect myself and make sure that I am not allowing myself to be so easily.
I just want you to know that this coffee and candy is affecting me. If you can't tell, it's getting there.
Let those people in the first place. But I'm simply bringing it up to say that it's really complicated. And these are all things that I've learned over time. And I'm still learning and will forever be learning to be the best version of myself or the best potential boyfriend in the future. Speaking of the future, I really don't know what that is going to look like. Like I mentioned, I am going to be so much more careful moving forward with every single person that I talk to or interact with. But that doesn't mean that I still don't want to find my right person, just like everybody else. I just don't exactly know how to go about that yet, but I'm going to figure it out as I go. One of the really interesting things to me was when this was all happening, a lot of people were saying he shouldn't be DMing people. He needs to be on this app, or he shouldn't be on this app. He needs to do this. He needs to do this. I've been on Tinder and Hinge, but I've had people either lie or take screenshots, and my account is currently banned on both of those apps for catfishing as myself. I had a Raya account, which is the celebrity dating.
Sorry, I'm mad.
But even conversations from there got leaked a couple of weeks ago, and they declined my.
He was on regular old Tinder, regular people Tinder.
There have been so many people too saying he just needs to give up and date a celebrity. You guys, trust me when I say I would literally love nothing more. Oh my God. If that
okay, side note. I really like his nails, and I really would like to get nails that look like that, where they're like the natural, like it looks like it's like my own nail, but it's like acrylic. Okay, continue.
Trust me, it would have been taken a long time ago. The idea of dating somebody that's in LA, that has a busy but flexible schedule, that understands my life, that has money so that I don't have to pay for everything, that I can film videos with or walk red carpets with, hello, that is literally a dream come true. Oh my God. The problem is the list of 20 to 25-year-old queer men that are also in the public eye with a large following is just really, really small. And I'm friends with almost everybody that is on that list. So it's really just not an option. I don't know who my perfect person is going to be or how I'm going to go about meeting them.
I just think that it's time to take a break and just really focus on yourself and focus on what you really want, because you can't keep going you can't keep finding or looking for a relationship in regular old 9-to-5 Joe. That's not the relationship that you want to be in, because like I've said, it's a power play and you have to pay for everything. You want to get in a relationship where, okay, you don't have to pay for anything, but regular old 9-to-5 Joe, he quits his job, you're paying for everything, he's there, he's kind of like your pet a little bit, where I'm here to I'm supporting. I mean, I guess that's the thing. But like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, what am I trying to say? Because it's like if it's 95 Joe is the fan, is a fan. You know, I don't know how to explain it, guys. Sorry, I'm really bad.
I do know that I'm going to be way more careful and way more patient moving forward, but I still want to be able to talk to new people, meet new people, and have experiences just like every human being does, and find love like every human being deserves. And of course, when that happens one day, I would love.
That's why I think you should have took a year off.
You guys, but until that happens, unfortunately, no matter how careful I am, I'm most likely still going to run into people that will always value likes or making a video over somebody's privacy and feelings. And that sucks. All I can do is just learn from that situation and figure out how to better protect myself and be more careful moving forward. And that, I promise, is exactly what I'm going to be doing. I know that this has been a really, really long conversation and portion of the video, so if you made it all the way through to this point, I just want to say thank you for listening and hearing what I have to say. It really does mean a lot. Like I said, it would be really stupid to try to come back to social media and pretend like nothing ever happened. So as embarrassing as this was, I really felt as though it was important and I owed it to you guys to just sit down and have a conversation about everything. I hope I was able to answer some questions, clear up some stuff that didn't happen, but most importantly, once again,
did he answer some questions? I don't know, I kind of missed it.
And explain to you guys that I understand why I put myself into this situation, why it's wrong, and how I'm working a lot on myself and making a lot of changes to make sure that this never, ever happens again in the future. And I really hope to be able to
well, anyone he ends up dating is going to end up being famous also. That's true. That's true, but not as famous. That's true, though. They are going to end up being famous if that's what they want. If they want to be on the videos with him or if they start a YouTube channel themselves, then yeah. What was I going to say? I was going to say something about James Charles. Should have took a year off. He should have took a year off. And I feel like, because I forgot about him. Forgot he existed. And I feel like that would be a better healing for a lot of people. Just like forget that he existed for a year and they're like, oh yeah, James. And then him being like, okay, I took a year off. I actually did end up finding someone in the ninth month. I found someone and we've been together for 3 months now. And I feel like I want to introduce them to y'all because we have made a real connection. I feel like, and I didn't meet them through some weird way. They're also 22 or 23. See what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that would have been better, but we'll see. I don't know. We won't see because I'm not going to watch his videos. But if Adam McIntyre makes a video about something that he's done, then I will make a video about it. Go subscribe to Adam McIntyre because I'm not going to, I just noticed monetization is off. This is a lot of talking that I'm doing. Go subscribe to Adam McIntyre and help him get to 200,000 subscribers because he's on it. He's way better than me, and that's why he's at 200,000 subscribers because he is on the YouTube drama. Like this is what I get for skipping last week's Men in the Media because last week I should have talked about Gabby Hanna, and we will be talking about that tomorrow morning. Oh, I have to wake up early. It's fine. Oh, I just drink coffee. It's fine. It's fine. I'll be drinking more coffee, so it's fine. But yeah, Gabby Hanna, we'll be talking about her and the whole Joey Graceffa thing because have you seen Daniel's video? Like you've seen Gabby's video, Joey's video, but have you seen Daniel's video? And it's an hour. We're not going to be watching it because I've already watched it. And we'll just be talking about it and how I felt about it and stuff like that. But she's also talked about a bunch of different people, and I don't know, maybe I'll talk about that. We'll see. But yeah, Adam McIntyre, go follow him or subscribe. I think this is done, right?
Stick around for that journey. All that being said, this bake has been sitting on my face for literally 30 minutes now. I'm pretty sure the powder has melted into my skin, which is the same thing. And just to clarify, because I'm a little bit scared, she has no association up with a really bad fever and sweating. It was disgusting. It was so gross. One of the worst night's sleep that I've ever. Butterfly makeup look all complete.
Whatever. It's like cute or whatever. Like that's all you get from me. It's actually really nice. I actually like it's like sparkling in the night. That's what it looks like. That's all you get. I have this feeling of when a narcissist explains why they're not narcissistic. Me explaining to my class that I didn't fart. Sorry, that I didn't fart in my chair. James, I'm really bad at just sitting down at a camera and talking. Also, James does that for a living. He sounds like he has a really bad sinuses and holding a sneeze. Yes, someone's put it into words. I can't count how many times James said that sucks. Dr. Doofenshmirtz trying to explain to Perry who his best friend. Why his best friend was a balloon. The fact that this has more likes than dislikes is very telling. It's mostly kids. He follows mostly kids, and they're gonna believe him. Like, 17 and under, you're gonna believe him, and it's understandable. I mean, it's understandable in the sense of a 16-year-old or a 15-year-old believing him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like using or anything. Okay. Me convincing myself that James's foundation matches. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Me explaining why I'm scared of elevators and power tools. What? What? What teachers think will say when asked, explain your answer. Just go into just a bunch of extra detail. This is like saying sorry for stabbing someone with a knife on purpose. So I understand it was on purpose, but you were there. Let's talk about that. You said that you were already dead. You said that to me, to my face, that you were already dead. So I was like, why not me stab you? And then you ended up bleeding out. It's like, so that's my fault that you bled out? Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense that you bled out because you said to my face that you were alive? It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Me giving 100 reasons why we should eat out instead of having me cook. Should I even cook? Do we really save money? Because if I cook, you end up throwing the food away. So we should just end up cooking. I love this. I love that. Is that related to the Trisha Paytas scandal? Oh my gosh. I can't. Oh my gosh. Oh. What else happened with Trisha? What happened? I know what you're talking about. Gabby Hanna and Trisha Paytas. I watched the video too. Where Trisha Paytas pretended that she didn't know Gabby, and they had this whole drama. I really don't care about both of these women, and I keep talking about but it's look at me. I'm here talking about drama. But yeah, Trisha is a mess, and if you haven't seen that video, I talked about how Frenemies ended, and I kind of went through that debacle. Frenemies has ended, and Trisha is back to being Trisha when we were giving her a chance. That's the thing. We give these people several 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 10 chances, right? But then they just keep messing up. So it's like, why do we even care anymore? And the thing is, with Gabby, we're all done. And it's so funny too. Let me go to Gabby's real quick. We're not gonna watch it right now. We're gonna watch it tomorrow morning at a time in the morning before noon. Because at noon, I'm going to watch Loki with my dad. So it's going to be before then. But, this one has, so the Escape the Night one has 1 million views, right? And she put out all of these parts, all of these videos of exposing drama channels or exposing other YouTubers. But they don't even have 1 million views. The only reason why they Escape the Night. You want to go? There's a bug. The only reason why Escape the Night has 1 million views is because Joey Graceffa and Daniel, whatever his name is, talked about it. So people had to go see the context. You have to see both sides of the story, always. But it's so crazy. Which one can I compare it to? There was one, this one has 329K, 344K, 273K, 250K. Nobody's actually watching it. But then the people that are talking about her, the people that are talking about her, millions. Can you go away now? Thank you. Can you go away? Go away. Thank you. Okay. Jessie Smiles, Gabby talks about Jessie Smiles, 2 million views. Joy Graceffa or Mr. Preda, Daniel Preda, 2.5 million. This bug wants to go and we can fight. Let's go. People don't care, Gabby. No, you know what I mean? Tea spill, 1.2 million. Like, people will literally go find her content through other people because we're not going to give you the views or the attention. You know what I mean? Corvette, like, but we're gonna talk about her tomorrow. This is like just too many videos at this point. I don't want to watch all of these. But we're definitely gonna talk about Escape the Night, and we might talk about Trisha Paytas. Really don't care. But yeah, the Jesse Smiles. Sorry, I said Smollett, didn't I? Oops, Jesse Smiles video that she did, 691K. Well, the one that Jesse Smiles actually did on her making this video has 2 million. That's funny. Okay, guys, I think that's it. If there's anything else that you want me to talk about right now, let me know. Oh, I'm live right now. That's crazy. Okay. Scooting back. Look, I finished my coffee just in time. Hold on. Oh my gosh, it's 11:21. I have to go to bed and then wake up. I shouldn't drink coffee, but it's tea. Like, it's our men in the media time. But yeah, let me know right now. Anything else that I need to talk about? Oh, it's been an hour. Okay, good. We're good. We're at a good time. So, what was I gonna say? So make sure to tune in tomorrow. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Also, don't forget that we have merch. Put with Leanne merch. Oh, can you see it? Put with Leanne merch. And also, thank you, Artist Journey, for putting in a super chat. Your name gets written on these PWI letters, which is just amazing. Now we have 5 names. I love it so much. So yes, that's what happens. All right, I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye. You gave me another one. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. All right, see y'all.